Now we are in our line tool. So here we can see it says line tool, draw edges from point to point. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a line, and I'm going to start on my origin point here. And as you can see, SketchUp already inferences. It's inferencing is when it kind of snaps to a point, and by default SketchUp kind of inferences the endpoints and midpoints. That's usually the two major inference points that SketchUp uses. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my origin point here, and I'm going to drag my mouse, and there you can see the line is trying to be formed there. And one thing I could do is I can move it along my axis lines. So this blue, green, and red line are our axis lines. So SketchUp, in anything it does, it wants to move in these axis lines, and you'll find them very useful. You don't have to draw in axis lines, but you will see that it is very useful to use. So here we can see it'll tell you it's on the green axis, on the red axis, and the blue axis there. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom out, and also here we can see the length of our line, and we can also input that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag my mouse and drag it so that it's along this blue axis line, and I'm going to type 10 feet down here. I type 10 feet, and don't move your mouse after you do that, because you can see it just ruined my dimensions. So you type 10 feet and enter, and there we drew our first line. So now while I'm still in that command, I can drag my mouse, and there it locks into that green axis line. And the reason why it's not completely parallel to this is because I'm in a perspective view. So perspective view will just keep going to a vanishing point, but right now it's going to highlight green to show that you are aligned with that green axis. So let's draw a line at 30 feet along the green axis, and type enter, and there we've drawn our line at 30 feet. And now I'm going to come down again on my blue axis, and I'm going to go ahead and snap it to the green axis, and go ahead and drag it over here and click on my endpoint, and there, because it's an enclosed set of lines, it created a surface. So there we have our first set of lines and surfaces that we've created using our line tool. So we can just keep going on and on from here, and you can draw plans like this. You can draw rooms, whatever you want to do, shapes. This is really one of the main tools you will use. I like to use this and the rectangle tool, which I will show you in a minute. But let's go ahead and draw a little bit more with this, and let's go out 60 feet and type enter, and there it went pretty large. But there you go. We go again to along our green axis, and let's go ahead and snap to our red axis here, and let's go ahead and close that. Alright, so there we've just created a couple different sets of lines using our line tool. Very simple to use. So let's go ahead and move on to the next tool.